This was not what I expected today, but walking up, I think, mountain bike trails. Whew. I need to get fitter. I'm definitely going the right way, which is fantastic. So the reason why I came up here is because I find this place is a great place for me personally to overcome my winter blues, and I love exploring new places like this. I mean, it's just a stunning viewpoint. You just can't beat it. When we get into this period of the year when the seasons change and autumn turns to winter, it gets really dark here in Scotland really quickly, and a lot of people do suffer from the winter blues. They feel down, they get seasonal depression. Sometimes it's also called sad. Everyone can face it, and it's not a unnatural thing, but in the winter time we end up having days that we barely get light at 10 AM, and by the time it's 4 PM it's pitch black. When it comes to beating the winter blues, everyone is different. However, there are a few things that we can all do to help ourselves overcome it. And so this video is going to be dedicated to sharing the 7 ways that I overcome winter blues, and you can use these too. So why is somewhere like Pinecone Point such a great place to come to? Well, to start off with, one of the main ways you can overcome the winter blues is just to get out into the light, get outside. I don't know if you can appreciate just how steep this slope is, but yeah, this is going to be a bit risky. I mean, let's go, let's do it. Ooh. 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 Okay. This is not sideways steps, sideways steps. Almost there. Whoa. Hell. We made it. We made it. It's starting to get dark. Classic November Scotland, and it's not even 3 o'clock. So I'm gonna get back to the car, see you back at the studio where we can talk about these tips. And let there be light. The next way you can really help yourself during the winter period get out of those kind of ruts is to do some daily exercise. Now, everyone knows exercise is very important, and it's great for helping you keep fit and having good physical condition. However, when our lives get hectic and we've got so much going on, daily exercise is usually the first thing that we all neglect. I am no exception there. The act of exercising helps you release endorphins. These are feel-good chemicals that go from your brain and throughout your body. Rather than making you more tired, regular exercise can really help boost your energy and can get you out of these periods of tiredness during the winter period. Exercise is a fantastic way for you to absolutely dominate your winter blues. However, if you can do this outside by going for a run or a walk, you smash out 2 tips in one. My third way of overcoming the winter blues, and my personal favourite, is connecting with nature on a deeper level. Connecting with nature doesn't have to be anything fancy. It can be as simple as going to your local park or meeting a friend and having coffee in their garden. At a push, nature documentaries have been proven to be quite beneficial to your mental health. So you may as well watch one on the sub.
However, I would always recommend David. You gotta watch David Attenborough. He's the best. Don't deny it.
Okay, this is a very relevant tip. The next method to overcoming the winter blues, and one that I'm neglecting to do right now, is to keep yourself warm. Sometimes we forget that how we physically feel can really affect how we mentally feel. Feeling cold can really drain your energy and make you feel really tired. Often when you feel cold and you feel tired, you then don't want to do the other things that will help boost your mental health, like going outside or doing some exercise. So it is really important that you make sure you are warm throughout the winter, whether that's wearing 2 or even 3 pairs of socks, or sitting in front of your fire, or treating yourself to that occasional homemade hot chocolate. It doesn't really matter. Just make sure you're keeping yourself warm and that you're able to do other things that will help benefit your mental health. The next tip is something that we should strive to do all of the time during our lives. But in the winter, when it's dark outside and it's starting to snow and it's freezing cold, we feel a bit lazy and we don't want to go shopping for our groceries. So instead, in my case, I end up ordering a pizza. But I must admit, this next tip is easier said than done. Eating healthily is a great way for you to overcome your winter blues and just boost your mental and physical health throughout the entire year. Recent research has shown that your gut bacteria can control a lot more in your life than just your digestion. It can actually affect the foods you crave, your immune system, and your mental health. By eating healthily, you're encouraging your good bacteria to absolutely thrive and make you feel a lot better and stronger. There's a lot of information on what is actually healthy food out there, whether it's just a salad or something else, but there is a lot of research that shows a few things that you can take away and start using today. The first is avoiding ultra-processed foods and then opting for foods that are high in fibre and that have a large variety of plants in them, whether that's seeds, nuts, can even be coffee. Trying to have that variety of plants in your diet is going to make a big difference to your health. The next tip is just to start a new hobby or learn something new. It's a great way to keep yourself busy when the weather is shit outside, and it means that you don't have an excuse to binge watch Netflix instead. Start reading again. Learn how to edit and make your own home movies on your phone, or even if you want, start knitting. Whatever it is you do, make sure that you feel a sense of achievement from it. Make sure that you can complete it, whether that's finishing a chapter, knitting a scarf, or making your first home video. Building your new hobby into your routine not only keeps you occupied, but it's also believed that having a sense of achievement on completion is really good for boosting your mental health even further. The final method that I use to help me overcome the winter blues is to just spend time with those I love, my friends and my family. If you're feeling low, sometimes talking with your friends and family and spending time with them can make all the difference in a positive way. You never know, your friends might be in the same position as yourself. I use all of these methods to help me overcome my winter blues, and I feel that over the years I've started to enjoy my winters more and more. So if you're feeling low, give these tips a try. But remember, you don't have to be ashamed of how you feel. Millions of people every year suffer from the winter blues. It's not an uncommon thing. If you've taken steps to try and help improve your mental health, but still feel you're really struggling with the winter blues, I'll signpost some really useful organisations in the comments below this video. I hope you have found that these tips are quite useful, and I hope to see you in my next video. Until then, peace out.